Hello, my name is Amelia, and today I'm going to share with you, YouTube, the best, most flavorful, umami-packed tomato pasta dish in the world. Okay, or maybe in America, so don't come at me if you're like, Americans don't have anything on Italy, blah, 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 whatever. This is the best tomato-based pasta dish I've ever had. And I've been eating it for a couple of years now, and there's a couple of different recipes out in the internet that is similar, and I've changed it to make it the way I like it. And restaurants that I've worked in the past have called me extra because I like to do extra everything. I'm a very excessive person. I like flavor, I like fat, I like butter, I like it all. So the way I do this is a little bit different than other recipes you'll find online, but just depends what you're into. So today, this pasta dish, it is a tomato roasted anchovy butter garlic, super simple, literally San Marzano tomatoes, butter, anchovies. I use angel hair pasta for this dish just because the amount of coverage that you get on individual angel hair pasta pieces, and garlic. So it's pretty fail proof. Anchovies, if you don't love anchovies, you can use less than I'm gonna use, but again, people call me extra. People have in the past called me extra, and it's gonna be pretty anchovy-y, but that's what makes it umami amazingness. So let's get started. All right, so the first ingredient, garlic. Who doesn't love garlic? This recipe calls for 8 cloves, so next is butter. I pre-cut this just to make it easier for when I put it in the pan. And this calls for 3/4 of a stick of butter, so we'll just save this for later. And I just cut it into smaller cubes because we're basically gonna put all of this in the pan to cook it. And this way, I can sprinkle it all over the pan. Got that and that. Tomatoes. Right, we're gonna pour this in here, and these are whole peeled tomatoes. So basically what you're gonna wanna carefully do, because these can squirt all over the place, which I usually try to like cover my hand a lot, but you mash them with your hands. So I'm basically just taking it and squeezing. So go through it, squeeze all of the whole tomatoes, and then even it out in the pan. Anchovies, the best ever. I'm gonna open this container. And I make sure I don't spill any of the oil because I first drizzle this oil in the pan of tomatoes, just so that I get as much anchovy deliciousness as possible. And then I take out the anchovies and I chop them up just so that I can distribute them in the tomato mixture a little bit better. So I'm just gonna cut up these anchovies a smidgen. All right, so we have all of our important ingredients. We've got the San Marzano tomatoes crushed up in the pan, and then I sprinkled on the anchovy oil that was in the can. Then I have chopped up anchovies, salted butter. You can use unsalted butter if you don't want as much sodium, but I like a lot of salt. So I've got salty anchovies, salty butter, and garlic. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna evenly distribute every ingredient throughout. So here's the pan of tomatoes, anchovies, garlic, and butter. I'm gonna put this in the oven for 25 minutes at 425 degrees, and then I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna mash it, and then I'm gonna put it in for another 15 to 25 minutes, and you'll see what happens then. While the tomatoes are cooking, I'm just going to heat up some water for the pasta. Toss the pasta water out. I like to grab a little just so I can mix it with my tomato sauce when it comes out.